So we need to determine the coordinates of the incenter of a triangle whose vertices are given to us. So here we have this triangle ABC at coordinates x1, y1, x2, y2 and x3, y3. Now in this particular triangle, we can observe here that there are three lines inside the triangle, and these three lines are angle bisectors. So these three angle bisector meets at a common point, naming it as I. So this common point is referred to as the incenter of a triangle. Now our goal will be to find out the coordinate of that particular incenter. So how do we do that? We need two information. The first information being the coordinates of the vertices of the triangle. Now that's already provided to us. The coordinates of the vertices of this triangle are, we'll consider A to be equivalent to 4, -2. We'll consider B to be equivalent to -2, 4, and C to be equivalent to 5, 5. So this is the first piece of information that we need. The other piece of information that we will need is the length of the sides of the triangle. That means the length of A, B and C. So here A, which is in lowercase, is the side opposite to angle A. We have B in lowercase, that's the side opposite to angle B, and the third side, which is the letter C in lowercase, that's opposite to angle C. Our goal will be to determine the value of A, B, C. So we need the second piece of information, which is not given to us, but we can quickly find it out by using the distance formula. So let's begin by first computing the value of the length A. So to do that, we use the distance formula where we take the square root. Underneath the square root, we need the difference of the x coordinate. So we'll do x3 minus x2. Square it and then add it to the difference of the y coordinate. So that's going to be y3 minus y2 whole square. So let's compute this value. So we have square root of, so what's x3 minus x2? So here we have 5, and from it we're going to subtract -2. So that's going to be +7 squared. Added to, next we need y3 minus y2. So that's 5 minus 4. So that's going to be 1. So we need 1 squared. So 7 squared is 49. Added to 1, that's going to be 50. So we have square root of 50, which is simply 5 times square root of 2. So that's the length of side A. Next, we'll try to find out the length B. So here, we'll take the square root. Underneath the square root, we need the square of the difference of the x coordinate. So since we're finding out B, so that means we will consider the endpoints of A and C. So that means we will take x3 minus x1. So that's going to be the difference of the x coordinate, and add it to the difference of the y coordinate, y3 minus y1 whole square. So this is going to be equals to, we'll take the square root. Now what is x3 minus x1? So x3 is 5, x1 is 4. So we have 5 minus 4, that's going to be 1 squared. Add it to y3 minus y1, so that's 5 minus -2, so that's going to be 7 squared. So that means this value also comes out to be 5 times square root of 2. And then we find out the length C. So C is going to be, we'll take the square root. Underneath the square root, now we need the endpoints A and B to find out the length of C. So here let's consider x1 minus x2 whole squared, and add to it the difference of the y coordinate. So that's y1 minus y2 whole squared. Now this will be equals to, so we'll take the square root. Underneath the square root, now we need x1 minus x2. So we need 4 minus -2. So that's going to be 6. So we have 6 squared, added to y1 minus y2. So that's -2, -4, that's -6. So we're -6 squared. So this is going to give us the value 6 times square root of 2. Now that we have the length of the sides of the triangle A, B and C, we are ready to find out the coordinates of the incenter. So let's define the coordinates of the incenter of a triangle. Now the coordinates of the incenter of a triangle is given by this particular expression. For the x coordinate, we have A times x1 plus b times x2 plus c times x3 divided by a plus b plus c. And for the y coordinate, we take a times y1 plus b times y2 plus c times y3 divided by a plus b plus c. So let's find out the incenter. So the coordinates of the incenter I, that's going to be, so first we'll find out the x coordinate. We need the value of a. So a is 5 times square root of 2. 5 times square root of 2, that's going to be multiplied with the value x1. So here x1, that's the x coordinate of a, that's going to be 4. Added to, now we need bx2. So b is 5 times square root of 2 multiplied to x2. So here x2 corresponds to -2. Plus we have c. So c is 6 times square root of 2. So that will be multiplied with the x component of c. So that's simply 5 whole divided by the sum of the three sides of the triangle. So let's quickly find it here. So if we do a plus b plus c, so that's going to be 5 times square root of 2 plus 5 times square root of 2, that's 10 times square root of 2 added to 6 is going to give us 16 times square root of 2. Coming to the y coordinate, we begin by first considering the value of a, which is 5 times square root of 2, multiply it to the y coordinate of a, so that's negative 2. Fine. Add to it b, so b is 5 times square root of 2, multiply to it the value of y2, which is the y coordinate of b, so that's going to be 4. And then finally we have 6 times square root of 2 multiplied to y3, so y3 corresponds to y coordinate of c, that's 5, divided by the sum of the sides of the triangle, so that's 16 times square root of 2. So let's simplify the value. Now we have the x coordinate, so we have 5 times 4, that's 20, 20 times square root of 2 minus 10 times square root of 2 plus 30 times square root of 2 divided by 16 times square root of 2. Then we have negative 10 times square root of 2 plus 20 times square root of 2 plus 30 times square root of 2 whole divided by 16 times square root of 2. Okay, so we get, so here 30 plus 20, that's 50, 50 minus 10, that's going to be 40, where 40 times square root of 2 divided by 16 times square root of 2. And here we have also 40 times square root of 2 divided by 16 times square root of 2. So square root of 2 and square root of 2 will get factored out from the numerator and the denominator. So the coordinate will be 5 over 2, comma 5 over 2. So this is going to be the coordinate of the incenter of our triangle. We have 5 over 2. So let's note it down. So this is going to be 5 over 2, comma 5 over 2.